Hello friend, welcome back to this video where I want to take you on a journey where we will go together. See this art piece? Well, it didn't really come out the best. Sections of it, gorgeous, wonderful. Other sections, didn't work out too well. So instead of wasting a canvas, I thought today I would take this piece of art and transform it before your eyes. We can do it together. I'm going to repaint over it and see how it turns out. I will be honest, this is the first time I'm attempting to repaint over acrylic. So I don't know exactly how the texture or how the paint will land and sit. I have high hopes and I'm thinking that it's going to turn out great. So first I'm taking my acrylic paint. Pick whatever colors you want. I started with brown because I kind of want to have earthy tones for this one. So as you see with the original painting that's laid down, there's like pinks and purples and reds. Well, I want to go with more greens and blues and browns and whites, maybe even yellows, sort of thinking of like a field or a forest, colors that would occur more plentifully in nature. Now, when you buy acrylic paint, you have to read what kind of paint it is. A lot of the times it's not going to be ready to pour. So you're going to have to buy a medium and mix it. It's usually 1 part medium, 1 part paint. And now I'm stirring it together so that the consistency is nice and even and it doesn't come out like gloppy and all of that. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm taking a black. This is actually like a shimmery off black, but it's all that I had in my supply. I am reordering a bunch of new paints. And my goal was to spread this over the entire canvas. Now, I'll be honest, I ran out of the medium. I thought I had way more of it. So therefore, I could only use so much black. So I said, okay, that's the whole part of the journey of art. It doesn't have to be set. These dirty paint pours, there's so many techniques to them. It's something I'm passionate about. It's very cathartic. And hello, kitty. That's my new kitten. His name is Nandor, and clearly he's intrigued with whatever mother is doing. Now, back to the paint pours, it's all about kind of like the process. It's not just the final destination. You don't know what the final piece is going to look like, and you don't even know it's going to keep transforming as you put it down. It's going to wiggle, it's going to slip, drip, it's going to swirl, there's going to be layers underneath of layers, and there's so many ways that you can apply paint pours. You can use fans, you can use colanders and like devices, you can spin it, you can use cups, you can pour directly, you can use sponges, like you can even, so a lot of times it's going to make a mess underneath, so you definitely want to lay out your tablecloth or some paper, whatever, so that you're not worried about ruining your carpet, your flooring, or your table, right? But the mess that it makes is art itself. I am going to zoom in on that. Like the droplets are inspiring. It's kind of like when you see shimmery oil and you see a rainbow on the pavement and you're like, I know this is disgusting oil, but it's kind of beautiful. That's how I feel about the whole process of these paint pours. Even though it gets messy, even though there's twists and turns and you're not sure if you're liking the way that it's shaping up, just remember it's not finished yet. So don't get attached to the process, just flow with it. So what's interesting is, like I said, I started with the black to cover the whole base, and then I was going to use earthy tones, right? But then I noticed that this black and white is very cool. It's very like contrasty. And here's the zoom in on like the puddles and the droplets. I think that looks really cool and magnificent. So this is the point where my mind clicked and I said, I don't have any black and white paint pieces that I've done yet or that I own in my house. Black and white is a neutral, it's a classic. I'm not going to add the other colors. So I saved it for a future paint pour, which will be in my next video. You'll see how those come out with the earthy tones, the greens, the browns. But I am taking this shimmery black and this white design, and I'm actually letting this lead me. So it's good not to get attached to an outcome sometimes when you're an artist. It's healing. It's like, you know what? I'm going to be intuitive and I'm going to be observant throughout the journey and I'm going to finish it. But sometimes something better is going to come out of it than what I had actually planned for the painting, right? So as you can see, I'm letting gravity do the work. You let it pull it. You can even scrape it with tools or sticks. That to me looks like emotional. I like it. It's giving rock and roll club vibe. Like I could see this at like a rock and roll club in a metro area. I could see this in a gothic store. I could see this in a den where you work and it's your office. I think the black and white dripping, like the pattern that it makes is just as vivid and telling as like the color combinations, right? So it's not just the colors, it's how everything comes together. So here's the final outcome as you saw the process, and that's 5 minutes that already went by so quickly. I think it looks really cool. I'm really trying to show the detail. Thank you so much for watching.